Last week, we all stopped to remember our veterans. There were dozens of events held all over western New York to mark Veterans Day, and I attended one of them in Niagara County. Some 200 people came to the Lewiston Porter High School a few nights ago for a veterans dinner sponsored by the ROTC. They came to honor those who served. They came for the meal, and they came to hear from a special guest. The last man alive now who can tell the story of the Enola Gay, first person, because he was there.
Our objective was to shorten or end the war, and that sort of thing. And any way we could, we wanted to do that. But we had no idea that it was going to happen so fast, so suddenly, and that the people were going to capitulate as fast as they did.
It was the morning of August 5th, 1945. The Enola Gay, an American B-29 bomber, dropped the world's first atomic bomb on the city of Hiroshima, Japan.
I don't make a habit of remembering it, but I give so many speeches and talk to so many people about it that the memory is refreshed every time I do that.
How could he not remember? Captain Theodore Dutch Van Kirk was only 24 years old. He was the navigator, one of a 12-man crew on the airplane that morning. Today, he is the last crew member still alive.
I am, and I wonder why it's me. I really do. I'll be 92 years old. I will be. And I wonder why I was picked to be preserved.
Maybe it's because someone had to be here with a first-person account of what happened, so generations to come would never forget. That mission did indeed end the war. The city of Hiroshima was obliterated that day. 140,000 people died in an instant.
Captain Van Kirk, what was your feeling when you made your first landfall on the Empire?
Well, I knew when we hit the coast of Japan that we were well on our way to completing a successful mission, and that the new bomb we carried would be a great help in shortening the war.
Does it ever bother you at all?
No, and I'll tell you why. My feeling is anyone who really studies the use of that bomb and what it did for mankind will accept the fact that it was a good thing to do. And if they don't, they're too stupid to understand it anyhow.
A second bomb was dropped on the city of Nagasaki 3 days later. 80,000 killed. Japan surrendered. Van Kirk says no one really knew what to expect.
We knew it was going to be big, but we didn't realize it was going to be that big. That bomb destroyed the city. It really destroyed the city and everything of that type. And that was a surprise to us.
During the war, Van Kirk had flown on B-17 bombing raids over Germany and North Africa. 58 missions. It is almost unthinkable he lived long enough to make the mission over Japan. Were you scared?
Don't you ever get scared when they're going to shoot at you? Absolutely. Do you ever have a an ME-109 coming at you, rolling like this, and see the whole front end of the wing lit up by gunfire, knowing it's aimed at you? You're damn right you're scared. If you say you're not scared, you're a damn liar.
Fast forward 67 years. Not only is Dutch Van Kirk still with us, so is his airplane. How do you feel when you go to the Smithsonian, and I'm sure you've been there, and you see that airplane and you stand right there in front of it?
How do I feel? I don't want to get up into the airplane anymore. They said, Dutch, do you want to get back up in the airplane? No, I don't want to go. Paul Tibbets isn't there. My good friend Tom Furby isn't there, and this sort of thing. Nobody's there. You're all alone.
Lewiston author Suzanne Simon Dietz has written a book about Van Kirk. It's called My True Course: From Northumberland to Hiroshima. It's available at local bookstores. Joanna?